I'm currently a sophomore at Wheaton College. I'm a computer science major, so I'm doing my undergraduate degree there. I'm a first generation son of an immigrant family. My parents grew up in Kiev, Ukraine during the Soviet rule. They grew up in the underground Baptist church there. And once my parents had immigrated here right before the fall of the Soviet Union, my dad established himself in Chicago. And I was born and raised here in Chicago. I've actually never left the country. I would really like to change that soon. I'd like to get involved in certain short-term, long-term missionary opportunities in Ukraine or in Eurasia in general. But I've grown up here. I've grown up speaking Russian and Ukrainian. I've grown up in a Ukrainian Baptist church, as I said before. One thing that really helped me in getting the scholarship was that it really helped me start filtering and looking for ways in which what I was learning would help me in ministry. After having received that, I was starting to see ways in which I could use what I'm learning to implement that in different ways, and that really helped me and gave me like the incentive and like the motive as well. The first time I had encountered Mission Eurasia was through friends, through people that worked here. One person mainly was Victor Kuzmenko, who was an elder at our church that I was growing up in. So he had gotten me connected through that, and once I was looking into like volunteer opportunities halfway through high school, I looked into them a little bit, and that was the first time I had known about Mission Eurasia. So currently on campus, I'm involved in this student ministry group called DSG, the Discipleship Small Groups. It's actually the largest student ministry on campus, and as a freshman, I was able to participate as a member. And this year, I've had the opportunity to serve as a leader on the floor that I live on, and that's been really growing for me. You know, being able to be in the position of a leader and finding out my weaknesses and being able to live in a community of, you know, 4 or 5 guys, and being able to be vulnerable with them and be able to create that community. It's been a really interesting experience, and it's really contributed to a lot of growth spiritually, and being able to engage with this idea that Jesus gave us, which was the body of Christ. So far, like, in terms of how I want to implement the degree that I'm pursuing right now, the computer science degree, I don't know exactly where I want to specialize within that. I'm looking into software engineering, networking maybe. I'm not quite sure. But one thing that I would like to do is be able to use this art, being able to use computer science as a medium of communication. People are not very well versed in computers, and they do not know the potential that sits right in their lap. And being able to raise awareness and, you know, educate people on how they can use their computers, how they can use the internet, how they can, you know, use programming to really further the kingdom of Christ is something that I'd like to do. And whether it's through software engineering or networking or whatever it is I go into, I like to do that.